Morning. I've just woken up to Ryan setting sail. It's such a lovely way to wake up, actually, just getting rocked awake. And we are headed to the reef.
Yeah, out to the barrier.
Yeah. And then after that, we're gonna find a new spot to visit, new people to meet. Looks like Ryan's already chucking a line out to catch some fish. I'm assuming it's pretty early, that's why I wasn't awake. Yeah, we're going to the reef!
Hey guys, welcome to Once Upon a Reef channel. We're Ryan and Poppy, a couple of adventure junkie sailors out to explore the most amazing reefs and islands in the world.
We hope by documenting everything this lifestyle encompasses that we will inspire, raise awareness, and support ongoing research to do our part in protecting these natural life systems. Subscribe if you're on board, and come sail away with Skateaway.
So, we're at the barrier.
Yeah! It's nice to have a little bit of a break from people. Just, I don't know, have a bit of time for us two and see the reef, see how different it is here because there's less people, so.
Yeah. It's the only place you can go to have some alone time.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's going to be pretty incredible.
Yeah, we sailed our way all the way in here pretty much. Usimo was right at the end, which was pretty cool. And we're surrounded by reef all the way around. And then there's a deep bay in the middle. And then just on the other side of this shallow bit of reef flat, there's the Smith's Channel coming in. So yeah, quite cool formations looking at the Google Earth images. So excited to see what it looks like underneath.
When I dive under, I often forget it all, as if my worries escape in bubbles as I gradually fall. Breathless but focused, I swim slow and try to stay unnoticed. Like staring out into space, I get lost in the ocean's enormity, feeling blessed to be right here, right now, and be put back on the food chain, a place I want to be in sunshine or rain. Swap my legs for a fishy tail, only coming up to breathe like a whale. Let's swim together, drifting light as a feather, through a wonderland untouched by man, feel the ancestral call of where it all began.
So I'm just pickling some vegetables. Today I'm making some pickled green cabbage that I've already chopped up and thrown in a very sealed tight jar. And we've added some crushed up ginger and garlic, which was Ryan's idea, and I think it's going to be really good. And we're also going to add a bit of vegetable stock, which we're just bringing it here. This was actually, I can't take credit for this, this is Ryan's idea, but I think this is going to taste amazing. So when you pickle vegetables, they say you need to have a clean, sterile jar, and basically you just chop up the vegetables that you want, and then it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm using white vinegar. You can use things like apple cider vinegar, whatever, it's just more expensive. So you put I'm going to put a half a cup of white vinegar, and then a half a cup of hot water. You do hot water because you mix the hot water with a teaspoon of salt. So the water is meant to come up to cover about an inch above the vegetables that you're soaking. And I believe that this recipe only takes like an hour until they're actually ready to eat. But that's not really what we're going for. We're going for longevity because we need to make sure that we have food at all times.
As bottom feeders, eagle rays hunt for prey on the sea floor. Like stingrays, their mouths are on the underside of their bodies. However, they also have a protruding snout full of electrosensory pores that work as a kind of food radar. Eagle rays are carnivores with specialized flat teeth designed for grinding and crushing crustaceans and mollusks.
So we got some heavy clouds coming this way, which only means some rain.
The other thing is it's been a drought here for the last 7 months. So a lot of places are actually really short of water. So we're trying to catch as much as we can, and then when we get the opportunity, we'll go in and get some fresh creek water, which is the best, the optimal. So to catch the rainwater, lands on the roof. Then there's a bit of a gutter here, so it'll hit the solar panels and run off. It's tilted this way, it will run off down here and catches down in here, and then it runs along this way until it gets to the hose, and then it comes down through a filter through into the boat's water tank. The first option we'll always do, if we've been sailing, there's salt on the top, you have to wait till it washes off first. So get that first bit of rain, wash off the salt before you plug everything in. And another better way is you run it into a jerry can, so you can test the water before you put it in the main tank, because it would suck to have like a full tank of nice fresh water that you collected from this beautiful pristine creek, and you add a whole bunch of salt water by accident and spoil it all. Especially when you're limited on water.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really happy with our progress so far with water. It's been our most efficient yet. So 16 days, about 100 litres, a little bit less, but yeah, so going well. We just wanted to take a moment to give a quick thanks to all those supporting us on Patreon. We really can't keep doing these videos without you.
If you're not already a member and would like to support us, go to patreon.com/onceuponareef, or just click on the link in the description box below.
It was was so nice to finally see some sharks swimming around. Shark fin is one of the main sources of income for locals here. As a result, even when spearfishing, you hardly see them around the islands. Some people will eat the meat, but most just cut off the fin and throw the shark back. The fin is then dried and sold to be exported to China for the infamous shark fin soup.
This is normally a big trout in Australia, or like a decent sized one. This is a big trout in Papua New Guinea.
I have to really scoot back to get all of it. It's like half the size of you.
And there was like heaps of these, like all together. Like before we come out, there was like 10 all swimming around like this size. Crazy.
Well, this is Ryan's biggest coral trout he's ever caught. This is my biggest coral trout, but filleted. And coral trout's my favorite to fillet because they're just, I don't know, it's really easy to do it and they don't have like thick scales. Oh my god. How many people do you think this could feed? Yeah.